Something strange is happening to modern love, or more accurately, lust. Hello, I am Dr. K. Paul Stoller, and I have already made a video about how modern romantic relationships are more about repackaged lust than anything genuine. We live in an era of endless choice, apps, content, instant gratification, and yet more people are lonely than ever before. Many relationships now feel transactional, less about connection, more about exchange, not always money, but comfort, validation, or security. It's the logic of the marketplace applied to the heart. In the attention economy, romance has become a competition. A few people get most of the attention, while others struggle to be seen. So dating becomes about optimization, status, and leverage, not compatibility. The result, shorter relationships, later marriages, and rising loneliness on both sides. When connection becomes fragile, families form later, or not at all. Birth rates drop, populations age, and the economic foundation of society starts to wobble. What feels like individual freedom today can quietly become a collective crisis tomorrow. Apps promise abundance, but abundance without depth breeds detachment. Every interaction feels replaceable, and when something breaks, we don't repair, we replace, because fixing requires humility, and humility isn't trending. Digital intimacy rewires the brain. High-stimulus content makes real relationships feel dull, and paywalled attention, where affection can be bought, trains people to expect connection without commitment. The more we consume, the harder it becomes to relate. This isn't instant apocalypse. It's quiet erosion, trust declining, birth rates falling, gender politics hardening. The danger isn't chaos, it's emptiness. A society that forgets how to bond loses the glue that holds it together. If current trends continue and intimacy keeps getting marketized, what changes? Relationships get shorter, later, rarer. Lower marriage and birth rates. Fragile bonds leads to fewer long-term households, fewer kids. Age-shifted parenting, more first births, after 35 higher costs, risks, and fewer siblings. Inequality will deepen inside the dating market. Class sorting will continue. The highly desirable top 4% and the ignored 96% adversarial gender discourse will grow as trust declines. Curated feeds, porn, and paywalled attention will replace reciprocal bonds. Attachment dysregulation issue will come to the fore and bonds weaken. Communities will break down as stable families, long friendships become the exception. Identities will be tied to career and income as burnout rises. Prostitution becomes normalized. Gifts, lifestyle, access, and clout exchanged for intimacy and attention, even without explicit payment. A rose by any other name is still a rose. There are several paths this devolution can take. A gradual decline in marriage, fertility, higher loneliness, more class assorted of pairing, bigger mental health load, no dramatic collapse, just a thinner civil fabric. AI intimacy grow to the point that family formation becomes a niche lifestyle of a select few. States lean heavily on immigration and automation to offset demographic decline. Counterculture micro-movements may develop that do prioritize vows, community, faith, or shared mission. Think of the Amish as the ultimate counterculture. And these small communities may have a modest fertility, marriage rebound. What can be done to reverse this trend? Make stability affordable. Housing near jobs, predictable schedules, child care support, teach bonding and repair, conflict skills, attachment literacy, digital hygiene. Renorm prestige, celebrate reliability, service, and family stewardship, not just status signals. Platform design nudges, slow dating, compatibility over novelty, friction before churn. Not instant collapse, but compounded fragility. Thinner families, lonelier lives, and a colder politics. If transactional logic keeps colonizing intimacy, we'll be rich in options, poor in trust. The antidote isn't nostalgia, it's rebuilding norms, skills, and environments that make reciprocity and real commitment feel attainable and worthwhile. But if we start valuing presence over performance and purpose over pleasure, we can turn the tide. Because love isn't a transaction, it's an ongoing collaboration, and rebuilding it may be the only way to keep civilization itself from growing lonely.